We take you back to the year 2023, first Next Gen Cup season, and also here at Mantorp Park, the last race of the season. Then it was Elias Adestam who won the Swedish Junior Touring Car Championship. He'll be looking to maintain that crown this year. However, there are multiple drivers who want to challenge him for that title. Most notably, Alex Gustafsson and Hannes Morin are both challenging him for that championship lead and the Swedish Junior Touring Car Championship. Hannes Morin 4 points back on Alex Gustafsson. Elias Adestam 7 points back on Alex Gustafsson. Outsiders for that championship are Enzo Hallman, Linus Schenelund, Albin Karlsson and Victor Nielsen and Linus Granfors. All these three drivers still are in with a shot of taking that championship home, but for some, this race has to go completely chaotic for that to happen. Looking at our starting grid then, it's a third pole position of the year, of the weekend for Enzo Hallman at pole position in race number 1, reverse grid pole position in race number 2, and takes pole position from the qualifying results earlier on this weekend for race number 3 as well. Linus Schenelund in second. That's your first row of the grid. Second row of the grid is Elias Adestam next to Hannes Morin. These two fighting for the championship. Behind that, they have their championship leader, Alex Gustafsson in 5th, ahead of Albin Karlsson in P6. Then our Danish driver on the grid, Victor Nielsen, ahead of Victor Andersson, a complete Victor, 4th row of the grid. Linus Granfors ahead of Siri Höckfeldt on row number 5. Row number 6 of the grid is Vera Jurland ahead of Daniel Varverud. Then row number 7 is Linda Frey and Lennart Wolf. Row number 8, V15 is Sid Jensen and Ringo Jensen, the Jensen brothers on row number 8. And row number 9 is Elias Romstedt and Leonel Skaren, 17th and 18th on the grid. Drivers once again are looking to warm up their tires as much as they can before we get underway in racing. 9 laps to close off the 2025 Next Gen Cup season. The championship is done. We just have to decide who's going to become the Swedish Junior Touring Car Champion of 2025 here at Mantorp Park. And we're doing that in this last race. Alex Gustafsson leads the way ahead of Hannes Morin in 2nd and Elias Adestam in P3. My name is Dan Papels. Next to me in the commentary booth is Fredrik Lestrup. Fredrik, it's been an amazing weekend so far. It's time to round it off here at Mantorp Park.
It's been amazing. We're looking forward to this race. The title decider. 3 races, points and 1 winner. This is going to be exciting. I'm nervous, Dan. I'm more nervous than usual, if I'm completely honest with you, but I'm really looking forward to this race. I'm pretty sure we might have some surprises, and I think there's some drivers a little bit further back that has nothing to lose. They're a bit far back on the points. They want to have a race win. They want to just be on that podium, and they don't care about the title then in the end. So I think a lot can happen here.
Does this top 2023 in terms of nervousness?
For sure, 100%.
Well then, as the drivers get put into their grid boxes, I think Leonel Skar has overshot his grid box slightly. He's going to be put back by the official in charge of that. But as soon as that is done, all our eyes here at the circuit and back at home and in the commentary booth will be looking towards those 5 red lights. How's Enzo Hallman going to do from his 3rd front row start in his 3rd pole position of the weekend? And how are those 3 lining up behind him going to do for the championship? Elias Adestam in 3rd, Hannes Morin in 4th, and 5th, Alex Gustafsson, your championship leader. They line up in reverse order how they are in the championship, giving us a great fight, hopefully, at the front of the field. Hopefully it's going to be fair racing, as we have seen this weekend so far. All cars are lined up correctly. All of our eyes turn to the top right of your screen as we are waiting for the 5 red lights. We have 4, we have 5. As soon as they're out, we're underway and racing for the last race of the 2025 Next Gen Cup season. It's a good start for Enzo Hallman once again. An even better one for Elias Adestam. Alex Gustafsson, not with his best start of the weekend. He's dropped back trying to make up places once again going into turn 1. Look at Anders Karlsson coming through as well. Oh, big crash in the background, and that's going to be stuck. That's Siri Höckfeldt Hopefully she can get out of there. If not, we're going to be waiting for a safety car. Come on, you've almost got it. There you go. Good job. Keeps that car rolling. That's crucial for this championship battle. Elias Adestam, your reigning junior touring car champion in Sweden. Can he defend that title?
It's a good start from everyone. A shame for Siri. For sure there was contact there in some form. Otherwise you don't end up on the inside like that if it wasn't a massive mistake. But great job by Elias Adestam. He's got Hannes Morin right up his bumper. And these guys are fighting now for the victory of the championship. And Alex Gustafsson, P6, is falling back one place since the start of the race. He needs to catch up.
Linda Frey, Daniel Waverud using their push to pass on the first lap of the race.
I had a talk with both of them before this, and it makes sense if you're in the back to catch the field. Otherwise you won't be in the tow and you can't join them at the last few corners of the race.
Crucial though for the championship is the fact that Elias Adestam has gone up into the lead. If he wins this race and Alex Gustafsson is not second or higher, he retains his crown of Swedish junior champion, and he will officially pass his dad in terms of championships. That would be big for the young Swede. 2 years on from his first Swedish Junior Championship, he's looking to retain that crown. Enzo Hallman, though, is not going to make it easy for him. He's still looking for that illustrious victory.
Both you and me know, and everyone watching that watched our races, it's not over until the last two laps when you're using that push to pass. So get into a good position now. I think Enzo Hallman, he didn't want to lead this race. He was leading both two races before until the second or last lap, and obviously did not manage to end up taking that victory. So he's playing it a different strategy, I think, completely in this race, staying behind Elias. He did not make it difficult for him, at least, to overtake.
Alex Gustafsson had amazing pace in the races before this, also in qualifying, managed to make his way through the field from how it looked like quite easily, actually. So that is maybe a push to pass usage, excuse me, commentator has to put his teeth in, from Victor Nielsen as Enzo Hallman goes up the inside of Elias Adestam. That gives Hannes Morin the chance to have a look up the inside of him, but thinks the better of it.
So I was completely wrong. He's in the lead again. He took the lead, and so he's clearly comfortable being in the lead and trying to have a different strategy at the end. But look at Hannes Morin. He's not really keeping up with the two guys in front. He also needs to watch out from Linus Chanelund and Albin Karlsson, Victor Nielsen, and Alex Gustafsson. He's not really progressed yet. He's leading the championship at the moment, but stuck in P6.
Stuck in P6, dropping down to P7. Victor Nielsen, or dropping down, dropping down to P7. Victor Nielsen has now also gotten past him. So Alex Gustafsson down in P7, on the cusp of taking his first junior touring car championship here in Sweden. Looks like the nerves are getting to him. Victor Nielsen goes off the road. Can he keep it pointing the right direction? Yes, he can. He's going to lose out, though, surely, to Alex Gustafsson, who puts his car up the inside. But that was a massive moment from Victor Nielsen on the exit of turn one. How has he kept that pointing straight?
And Daniel Waverud is trying now in the last corner before the straight, and he manages to snatch Linus Granfors. That's a nice overtake, and Victor Andersson also managed to take Linus, who ended up in a really bad exit there, a bad line out on the straight.
I think that Waverud took him by surprise, and because of that, his exit was slightly compromised. Alex Gustafsson back up to P6, but has lost his toe a bit from the driver's head, and now there's contact between Hannes Morin and Elias Adestam. There was the inevitable contact. He tried it up the inside of Mjölby, but that was a little bit too late. I'm afraid Elias Adestam closing that door on Hannes Morin. However, this is great, though, for Enzo Hallman. These two fighting behind him for the championship. As it stands, Elias Adestam still Swedish junior champion, but not for longer. Hannes Morin has made his way through and has gone back up into second. Linus Chanelund also now trying to make his way around the outside of Elias Adestam. He could drop 2 positions here.
And Karlsson, Alex Gustafsson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, still stuck in P6. He needs to catch up the field if he's going to win this championship. And Adestam trying on the inside of Linus Chanelund. He manages to take him. Linus left a lot of room there, not wanting to make a mistake there.
No, but I mean, that's crucial for Elias to be able to chase down Hannes Morin ahead of him. Alex Gustafsson's feeling the pressure. He needs to settle down into this race. Needs to accept where he's at and try to work together and try to chip off those cars one by one like he has done so far this weekend. He can't quite go for a move going on to the long straight. He knows what's up for stakes as well. But can he try to work together? If he can get past Linus Schenelund and Karlsson, it's a good start for him at least to get back up to the back of his championship rivals. Elias Adestam now trying to get back to Hannes Marin, who's up to Elias Adestam, losing one, or well, actually staying where he was at the start of this race. Linus Schenelund and Elias Adestam swapping positions after the start-finish line. Enzo Hallman, though, can he get that illustrious victory?
Hannes Marin is playing it smart here. Now it's time for them not to do anything stupid. And look at Enzo. Finally, he's got that gap that he's wanted all this time. I think he will use his push to pass this time to make sure no one is in his toe. Got some cars. Oh, Linda Frey. Well done. She's got a massive slide there in the fast left-hander. Managed to keep it steady. And yeah, let's just push the throttle there and get out of the gravel.
That's what we're hoping for, but she loses loads of positions, drops all the way back behind, I think, one of the Jensens or even Romsted, as Alex Gustafsson has gotten past Victor Nielsen at least. He's back up to the back of, I think that is actually Linus Schenelund. Yes, he's managed to get in that position on this lap. This is what Alex Gustafsson has been doing so well this weekend, and he's looking to keep doing that. One more position to go, and he's on the back of Elias Adestam. At least that's what he's hoping for, but he did that last lap. He made that overtake on Karlsson, who's now dropped back into 8th, and that's given Varverud and Victor Nielsen both that position. Varverud up into P6, been a good race for him. Lionel Scott, what's happened to him? It looks like me like that's a front right puncture.
Looked like a puncture in the front, but Daniel Varverud has made a massive race. He's gained 6 positions, so he's leading this pack now, towing them all along with Victor Nielsen right behind him. But Varverud has done a really, really good job in this race, climbing from far back, gaining a lot of positions. So clearly a puncture, stopped. So he can't continue. That's unfortunate. From the contact with one of the Jensen twins.
Let's hope that's not going to bring out a safety car to neutralize this race. That would not be great, let's be honest. For Enzo Hallman at the front of the field, he's created himself a nice and handy gap. That gap over a second. Then it's Elias Adestam behind Hannes Marin. At the moment, Hannes Marin would be your Swedish junior champion. But as we know, in the 4 laps that we have to go after this one, a lot could still change. Alex Gustafsson has gotten past Linus Schenelund. He can now chase down the 2 that he has in front of him. And it's now a straight-up battle between the 3 at the top of the championship. Still has quite some ways to go though, Alex Gustafsson. He's not quite on them yet, but he can see them ahead. And all those nerves will hopefully be shaken off now at this point in the race.
Victor Nielsen has passed Daniel Varverud, so they're clearly having a nice little battle there. So we only have a yellow flag in the corner before the straight dance, so for sure no safety car. This is good for us, good for the racing. And here you can see Daniel Varverud in the Varta car chasing Victor Nielsen, trying to get a good exit. You can't pass him there because it's a yellow flag, so you need to line up the car now and use the tow. And you can see Enzo is still in front. He's still got quite a good lead actually, Dan. It's not normal that you can pull away like this. We don't have a lot of wind, so that's really good. 1 second, almost exactly 1 second to Adestam in second place.
I reckon if he gets half a second more here, he might be able to get them out of his tow and start working that time. Alex Gustafsson will only be looking forward. Hannes Marin overtaken by Elias Adestam. That means championship favor once again switches in the favor of Elias Adestam.
As they are right now, the points would be 69 points to Elias, 68 to Hannes, 68 to Alex.
Mind you, a fastest lap could change all of that at the top.
Exactly, so the fight is far from over. It's only 1 point difference between all of them. So this is going to be an exciting battle now. So we've got them all in the front fighting for the championship. Enzo Hallman, 64 points if he wins this race, so he would still be P4, unfortunately, even if he wins, as the others finish like they are behind him.
That is Linus Granfors going for a move on Karlsson, makes his way past. Next ahead of him is Andersson. Varverud is a little bit ahead of this, a little while ahead of this actually, together with Victor Nielsen. Going back onto the straight, I think they're gaining. Slowly but surely they're gaining, I think, on Enzo Hallman. He can't keep the pace up, at least without giving them a tow. And that tow is helping them down the straight, helping their lap time as well. 33.2 last time from Adestam, 33.4 from Enzo Hallman. Cap back down to 4/10 or 8/10 of a second. Gap came down by about 2/10 there. Alex Gustafsson, though, with that nice toe from both cars ahead of him, is closing up slowly but surely. Has got the fastest lap of the race, 1:32.913.
So I think Hannes doesn't want to overtake. Like I've said before, I said that I was wrong, so I might be wrong again. But it looks like Hannes, he was so strong in the brakes during race 1 and 2. So I think he could have had a shot there at Elias Adelstam, but he chose to stay behind. Same here, you can see him lining up the car on the left side.
Do you want to be ahead, though, is the question.
Oh, he's going for it, and he's got him. So he's got him, and he's also got the lead in the championship now, Hannes Morin at the moment. But Alex Gustafsson is following him. Will he manage to take Elias? Going into the left-hander, Elias got the left line. You need to leave room now on the exit, Elias, not force Alex wide. They're doing a good job there.
Yeah, good job. Nice. Well done, lads. That's great racing from both of these drivers. But Alex Gustafsson's going to pull ahead. He's now third and on the podium once again. If he can manage to pick up Hannes Morin here as well, he won't only be Swedish junior champion, but he'll finish second in every single race. Took his first podium in the Next Gen Cup back in Hockenheim at the Nürburgring this year. And since then, it looks like pressure has dropped off his shoulders completely. Going forward, he says to Elias Adelstam, it's the only chance he's given him, because look what it's done behind him. Linus Schellenlund's closed up. Victor Nielsen has also closed back up to those two. Hannes Morin might be in a great position here. Is Elias Adelstam going to push Alex Gustafsson?
If they are playing it smart together now, they will manage. You said that he's got the pressure of his back from getting that first podium, yes, but the pressure now is properly on Alex.
It's on him. If you look at the points for third place, you'd get 21 points, 25 points for P2. That means that they would be equal on points after this race, but Hannes Morin has got one victory more than Alex Gustafsson, so he would take the championship. Alex will need to overtake Hannes Morin if he wants the championship here. Defending the inside on Elias Adelstam. They're going into turn 7, but they are both closing up actually to Hannes Morin. 2 laps to go. We might be onto the last lap of the race here.
Alex Gustafsson has got the fastest lap of the race. That awards the driver 1 point. If they finish like they are now, they are on equal points, but the fastest lap will be the decider of this championship. Elias Adelstam is right up the bum. I was going to say a bad word there. Up the bum of Alex Gustafsson.
On the bumper, let's say, in car terms, but push to pass, going to be incredibly important now. We're on the last lap of the race. This is going to decide the Swedish Junior Championship. And oh boy, it's exciting, just like it was back in 2023. What is Elias Adelstam going to do? Is he going to go aggressive? When are they going to use their push to pass? They're preparing their push to passes soon. They all three have 2 push to passes left, actually.
Oh, and Alex Gustafsson is using his push to pass, passing Hannes Morin on the straight. He used this very, very early.
What's that going to do towards the end of the braking zone on the straight? Here we go into Mjölby. Who's going to come out ahead? It's going to be Alex Gustafsson. Has he broke too late? No, he hasn't. He takes the lead. And with that, he takes the Swedish Junior Touring Car Championship as it stands. Hannes Morin, Elias Adelstam looking to battle it out for P2.
And we've got contact on the crest.
But it's a good gap for Alex Gustafsson as it stands. Enzo Hallman will take his first win in the Next Gen Cup.
Oh, it's tight in the back. Victor Nielsen wants to be on that podium. Linus Schellenlund as well. Enzo Hallman.
Enzo Hallman is going to round the final corner to win his first race in the Next Gen Cup. But coming to the checkered flag, it's taken him a while. But Alexander Gustafsson wins the Swedish Junior Touring Car Championship. It's taken him so much. He's fought for this. He's improved throughout the season, throughout the years, comes from cross-car racing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, he is your Swedish Junior Touring Car Champion. Alex Gustafsson, take a bow. What a fight that was at the front. Enzo Hallman as well takes his first victory in the Next Gen Cup in what could be his last race in the championship. Hannes Morin, Elias Adelstam, they fought with everything they had. But this weekend, Alex Gustafsson was just a little too quick for both of them. Another second place for Alex Gustafsson. Another podium for Hannes Morin. Here is the results then. Enzo Hallman wins this race ahead of your new Swedish Junior Touring Car champion Alexander Gustafsson. Hannes Morin in third. Then Elias Adestam in P4, Linus Schenelund in fifth. Daniel Vaverud with his best result in the Cup and the weekend in P6. Victor Nielsen in seventh, Linus Granfors in eighth. Then at Wolf in ninth, Victor Andersson in P10. Albin Karlsson in 11th, Vera Jurland in 12th, Sid Jensen in P13, Ringo Jensen in 14th, and Linda Frey down in P15 after that mistake going into turn 7, managed to climb her way back up. Elias Romstedt in 16th, 17th, Siri Höckfeldt, and P18, Leonel Skar with the DNF, sadly. That's it then. Alexander Gustafsson, your new Swedish Junior Touring Car Champion of 2025. That's been it from the Next Gen Cup here at Mantorp Park. We hope to see you back, hopefully next year once again. Until then, bye-bye.